This particular video covers the different types of sentences that you will be writing and hopefully learning how to use a mixture of these particular types of sentences in your writing. The first type of sentence is the simple sentence. The simple sentence just has one independent clause and one dependent clause. In order to understand that, you need to understand what an independent and a dependent clause means. A clause is a group of words with a subject and a verb. An independent clause is one that can stand alone as a true sentence. A dependent clause, even though it has a subject and a verb, cannot stand alone. An example would be the driver hit a tree. The subject is the driver, the verb is hit. This is a clause, and it's also considered an independent clause because it can stand alone. Even if you add a prepositional phrase, a participle phrase, a gerund, if there's only one subject and only one verb, it is still considered a simple sentence. There might be a lot of explanation or adjectives, but if it's only one subject and only one verb, then it is just an independent clause. Compound sentence has two independent clauses joined together with usually a comma and a coordinating conjunction, or we also know them as the fanboys. That's for and nor, but, or, yet, so. You can also join a compound sentence with a semicolon. If you have a semicolon, you do not capitalize the next sentence unless it is a proper noun or a proper pronoun. Here's an example. From a young age, which that's a prepositional phrase, my brother has always been smart. That's the first independent clause. So he became a doctor. That's the other independent clause. So it's got two independent clauses, so it's considered a compound sentence. Another type of sentence is a complex sentence. The complex sentence has one independent clause and at least one dependent clause. The clause may be within the independent clause, acting as the subject, predicate noun, or direct object. A compound complex sentence has at least two independent clauses and at least one dependent clause. Bobby didn't go to town today because he was sick. However, he was able to fix his car. Bobby didn't go to town today. That's an independent clause. Because he was sick is a dependent clause. He was able to fix his car is another independent clause. So you have two independents and one dependent, and that makes it a compound complex sentence. Let's look at these and pause the video now, label these sentences, and then check yourself afterwards. So press pause now. Number one is a complex sentence. Pauline and Bruno have a big argument every summer over where they should spend their summer vacation. Pauline and Bruno have a big argument every summer. That's the independent. The rest of it is dependent. Number two is a simple sentence. Pauline loves to go to the beach and spend her day sunbathing. We have multiple verbs, but we still only have one subject of Pauline. Number three is a compound sentence. Bruno, on the other hand, likes the view that he gets from the log cabin up in the mountains. That's one independent clause. It has a lot of prepositional phrases. Joined by the comma and a conjunction, he enjoys hiking in the forest is another independent clause. Number four is a complex sentence. It begins with a dependent clause. Although they are 255 miles apart, they keep in constant contact on the internet. They are is a subject verb, but although they are 250 miles apart is a dependent clause. And the second part of the sentence is an independent clause. Number five is a compound complex sentence. Bruno took the desktop computer that he uses at work. That's an independent clause. And Pauline sits on the beach with her laptop computer is another independent clause. The last part of that is dependent, which she connects to the internet with a cellular phone. So you have two independents and one dependent. Hopefully the idea between this is to learn to use a mixture of these particular sentences: simple, compound, complex, and compound complex within your own writing.